Did you know the Ghana stock outperformed the S&P 500 this year? The S&P 500 went up 10%, whilst the Ghana stock went up over 100%. In this video, I'm not just telling you my top 3 Ghana stocks for 2026, but I'll be taking you to the charts and we'll be using the GSE Monitor platform. This is a platform my team and I built to make the Ghana stock data accessible for everyone. Basically, it's a trading view for the Ghana Stock Exchange. I'll show you the technical analysis, the key price levels, and some interesting patterns that I'm currently spotting. Before we jump into the charts, let's break down why Ghana stock performed so strongly in 2025. Firstly, the financial sector bounced back. After a rough recapitalization phase in previous years, the banking and finance names led the rally. By mid-2025, the GSE Financial Stock Index was already up over 40%, and several banks, including EcoBank and the GCB, posted solid gains as their earnings improved. Secondly, the cedi strengthened massively. The currency appreciated by roughly 30 to 40% against the dollar during the first half of the year. We went from around 14 to 15 cedis per dollar to roughly 10 to 11 cedis per dollar. For investors holding the dollar, that currency boost made equity returns look even better. Lastly, more local institutional money moved into equities. With treasury bills staying the low digits for most of the year, many pension funds and asset managers shifted more money into the stock market. Domestic participation also climbed past 50%, with relatively small market, even moderate inflow of cash pushes price very quickly in the Ghana stock. So the big question now is, which stock can keep this momentum going getting into 2026? And that's exactly the question that we'll be answering in today's video. For those who don't know, the GSE Monitor is a platform my team and I built specifically for analyzing the Ghana stock. Before this, if you wanted to do any technical analysis on any of the Ghana stock, it was basically impossible, and that is why we built this. You get access to live charts, technical indicators, price data, everything that you need to properly analyze any stock before you make any financial decision. If you want to have access to this platform, I'll leave the link right in the description below. You can check it out for further reference. Let's proceed. So getting started, the first stock that I want us to talk about, which is a very obvious one that most of you might expect, is MTN Ghana, right? MTN Ghana, for the most part of the year, has been doing quite well, and I want us to talk about it, right? It has been doing, pulling some significant movements to the upside, right? And I'm seeing some interesting price action that I want us to analyze, right? So now looking at MTN Ghana, for the most part of the year, we are seeing that MTN Ghana has been in a clear uptrend. You can clearly see a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So this market has been in a clear uptrend. And what makes this stock a very interesting one that we all need to be paying attention to is the fact that there's a classic price action that we are seeing, which is the break and retest of structure. Let me clearly show you guys what I'm talking about here. This is the break and retest of structure I'm talking about. We had 4 cedis was a very strong resistance level. I'm saying 4 cedis because it's around 3.99, right? So let's approximate it to 4 cedis. So 4 cedis was a very strong level, and we saw price rejecting. Then we saw strong movement to the upside, price breaking above, and we are seeing that price pushing all the way back to that price level, which is around 4 cedis, 3.99, right? So this price level was a very strong level, and immediately price pulled back. We saw strong, bullish candle coming in. So this shows that the buyers are beginning to jump in right at this point. So this is a very classic pattern that we are seeing on MTN, and hence the reason why, if you are currently interested, if you are watching me right now and getting into 2026, you want to get into MTN, trust me, this is the best time. And also relatively cheap. It's now, let's say, even if you are buying it at current price, it's now 4 cedis, 19 pesos. Now the next stock that I want us to talk about is the SIC, right? The SIC Insurance Company Limited. Now this is also a very interesting stock that I'm currently seeing. This market has been also on a huge run this year, and we are currently seeing a very interesting price action. We are seeing that price is just making more continuation to the upside. When you look at the daily time frame, we are currently seeing that the previous daily candle made a huge move to the upside. And one thing about the Ghana Stock Exchange is that there are times where the market becomes super slow, that it can go for a whole day without we seeing any proper movement, right? And I was able to notice that by paying attention to the charts through the GSE Monitor. But when we go on the yearly time frame, we are seeing that this market this year we are seeing this strong bullish move to the upside on SIC. And with everything that we have going on in the country right now, this stock has a chance of moving further to the upside going into 2026. And this stock is also relatively cheaper, well, one cedi 20 pesos. I mean, it's really going to be sad if after, let's say, 10 years from now, you don't buy any Ghana stock and your child will ask you, Daddy, why didn't you buy any Ghana stock? I mean, it's really going to be a difficult question for you to answer, right? So, I mean, whilst it's cheaper, I would advise everyone to get himself involved into the Ghana Stock Exchange. So SIC is the second stock that we need to keep our eyes on. The last stock that I want to talk about here is the GCB, which is the Ghana Commercial Bank. This market also on the yearly time frame, you can see a strong momentum to the upside. There's a lot of factors that contributed to this huge move on GCB, and I've already explained why there's a lot of movement on the Ghana Stock Exchange, and that relatively affected GCB stock, and hence we're seeing a huge momentum to the upside going to 2026. And looking at how the president is also handling things in the country right now, the GCB is one of the stocks that has a chance of doing extremely well going into next. It is relatively expensive as compared to the other stocks that I spoke about, which is MTN and SIC. Looking at it going down to the lower time frames like the 3 months, you can see how impulsively this market has been moving to the upside, and I don't think it's really going to pull back anytime soon. This market is still going to continue pushing to the upside. And I mean, if you are interested in getting into the Ghana Stock Exchange, this is one of the stocks that I recommend to you guys. It's really doing well, and this is the best time for you to get yourself involved in the Ghana Stock Exchange. And there you have it. These are my 3 top stocks to invest in going into 2026. If you like this video, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and leave a comment below. Let me know the stocks that you'll be investing in getting into 2026. Also leave a comment below. Let me know the kind of content that you guys want to see on the channel. See you in the next one. Peace out.